And here we go, our first vessel of the day is coming in on approach. But welcome back, crew, to the greatest show on earth, and that is the Miami Boat Ramps channel. I'm your host, Broncos Guru, and today we are down here visiting 79th Street. So Cap's gonna pause for a moment as he tries to determine, it looks like, what his next move is gonna be. So I can see a line already set up on the bow, and our young lady's up there as well. So it looks like she's ready to try and get this one tied off. And of course we've got the swim ladder just dragging in the water, because why not? It's Miami, that's what we do. And so our guy looks like he's on approach now. Had a good angle, but he's gonna kind of back out on it. So here we go with attempt number one. And maybe it'll be the only attempt, you never know. Sometimes they're good, right? So he makes his approach and winds up goosing the throttle a little bit. Brake check and got a little out of whack early. And attempt number one is going to be a fail. So the lady in the bow looking back, looks like she was giving him some words of encouragement, maybe a few pointers. Like, bro, don't goose the throttle. And let's see if he can follow that advice. So attempt number dos. And he turns bow in with a heavy portside bow approach. And I don't know if he killed the motor or it just died, but one of the two just happened for sure. So she's sliding forward to push him off. They wind up bouncing off the dock, but they don't get a line on, so unfortunately for them, they're dead in the water, floating off the dock. And here we go, he's got it restarted. Let me know in the comments, do you think that died or do you think he turned it off? So backing up again, and we're gonna come in on attempt three. So again, we're gonna turn that bow back in toward the dock. She's just not far enough forward on the bow, so she's once again back, like giving him advice like, bro, back the stern in. And no, attempt number three, it looks like is not gonna work as well, and they're gonna have to try one more time. I can't tell if that's an anchor in her hand, if we're gonna try donking with the anchor line or what. So again, he turns the bow back up, and if they want to do this, she's got to move further forward in the bow where she can get off. She's looking at him like, I can't get off from here. I mean, she could toss a line around the pool and pull him over, though. And attempt number four looks like it's going to be a fail as well. She's pointing to something on the dock. It looks like she's trying to wave some friends over. It looks like they've got some people coming over here. Maybe she can just toss them a line and they can pull her on. So we're gonna go for attempt five and see if that's the magic number to get this one on the dock. So he hits the throttle a little heavy, coming in a little hot on this one, tries to level it out. And I'm guessing attempt five's a fail as well as he backs out again. And we move on to attempt number six. So this time he's pulled himself way back out, so he's able to try and line it up pretty solid. She's got a line of some kind in her hand. And now we've got another boat coming in behind them like, yo bro, pick a dock so I can get on my own dock. Well, I can't see him, he's shot blocked, he comes in a little hot, has to brake check it one more time. Unreal. Attempt six is a miss also. And I'm assuming this is their friends on the dock. I mean, just grab a line and see if you can toss it to them at this point and see if they can help you get over there. So Cap's gonna back out and we're gonna go for attempt number seven. Kind of hard to believe, but yes, this is their seventh attempt to get this boat onto the dock. So again, we turn the bow in heavy. I mean, I guess if I hit the dock with the bow this time, somebody can grab the bow, right? So our lady, finally the advice I was giving earlier, moving a little further forward. She's gonna toss the line. Motor dies again. Our lady goes down and almost falls off. But after 7 attempts, a little fall at the end, and the assist from the crew on the dock, they're finally able to get this one tied up and get their crew on board and hopefully get out of here. And our crew's pulling out in the Chris Craft, nice looking boat. But look at the exhaust ports on the side. Was this a refit? Somebody let me know in the comments, because it looks like from the exhaust port that I can see there that this possibly was an inboard at one point in time and has now been converted to an outboard. What's going on, guys? Everybody loves the camera down here in Miami. We get more waves than anything, and it's funny because in a lot of locations, if I put a camera at a boat ramp, the wave's not the kind of hand gesture we typically would probably be getting, but here in Miami, everybody's just so used to it. So our crew's moving forward, but again, in the comments, let me know, is that a refit to an outboard? And here comes our next crew in to attempt to get on the dock. So Cap keeping it at a slow pace as he determines which dock he's going to try and make approach on. So we do have somebody obviously in the bow we can see playing with the lines, getting it ready. And there's a couple people back here in the stern also. So we've got some fenders out on the port side. So I'm assuming we're going to attempt a port side dock, but man, those fenders look awfully small for this boat. I don't think they're going to do much of anything down here as he attempts to dock because they're so high as well. So he starts to line it up, has a pretty decent angle. He's got all the assistance he needs. And he winds up goosing the throttle a little bit, kicking the stern out. Our guy goes for the leap off the bow, but of course leaps without a line, but he gets the assist from somebody else who's in the bow, and he winds up with a line. But Cap's left the helm. Our guy's trying to pull it over and trying to get the boat around. So our girl's got the stern line in her hand, and that's what she really needs to do is just toss that one across the dock. And she goes for the toss, misses on the first attempt. And our guy's like, okay, so I don't want to say it was or wasn't her fault, but apparently the line stuck in the door, so she tossed it, and that was just all the line it would release. And here we go, Cap grabs it, easy toss, covers across the whole dock now, and our crew should be able to pull this one over from here. One thing you always got to check when you grab those lines, make sure there's nothing in the way, nothing for it to get tangled up on, or you'll wind up coming up short like she just did as she attempted the toss. But the crew looks pretty good now, and it looks like they're going to be able to tie this one up and be able to get out of here. And speaking of getting out of here, we're going to go ahead and get out of here as well. Thanks for watching, crew. Hope you enjoyed this episode of Miami Boat Ramps. If you did, please check out our other content. We have Wavy Boats, who does a bunch of great things down at the inlets. My channel, Broncos Guru, does some great comedy boating videos over there as well. And of course, we've got Boats versus Haulover, where man and machine take on Mother Nature down at Haulover Inlet. And if you haven't already, go ahead and drop an anchor on the subscribe button here.